Guys, you're tuned in to yet another episode here on Rob on 85 South. This is the Hot Takes Podcast, where I take the hottest takes around the world and dissect them. So, first up, this hot take is Luka Doncic and LeBron James. Luka Doncic and LeBron James will reach the NBA Finals. And Luka Doncic will win. Now, don't get me wrong. The Lakers have a long way to go to acquire a significant big that can actually defend and get some buckets. Now, who do you see around the league that can actually defend and get some buckets as a center or power forward? It's really not that many players around the NBA right now that stand as a center and stand as a power forward that has the ability that Anthony Davis has when Anthony Davis is locked in and playing like an MVP. Outside of that, who around the league is available for trade? The Lakers have many pieces. They can actually create a big three. So if you were to just look at the centers right now, not free agents, because if they had some free agents that were available right now in the NBA, you already know the Lakers would have probably got them. But the Lakers can trade for a center or a power forward to solidify Luka Doncic and LeBron James' big three. Now, don't overpay. Dalton, Connect, as well as, I would say, since you already got Luka, do you really need Austin Reeves? Do you need Austin Reeves? Dalton, Kamara, did I say Kamara? I mean Hachimura, as well as Austin Reeves are legit trade targets. Because mind you, you still got Luka. And if you guys remember, Luka was able to take probably a team that was comparable to LeBron taking the 2018 Cavs to the NBA Finals. He really went toe-to-toe with the Clippers at one point in time before Kyrie got there. I forgot what year it was, but I seen Luka go toe-to-toe as a solo act. Now, he did have a team around him that was, that fit his play style, but you guys got to really dive deep into this thing. Look at the schedule right now. You got the Clippers. They already beat them. They're on a 2-game win streak without Anthony Davis. Now, it's crazy because LeBron isn't even playing like prime LeBron. He kind of playing like vintage LeBron. I mean, you got so many eras or different play styles from LeBron. You got vintage LeBron. You got prime LeBron. You got young LeBron. You got the Olympic LeBron.
With my third pick, I'm going to take Luka Doncic. With my third pick, I'm going to go with Luka Magic from the Dallas Mavericks. With my first pick in my second round, I'm going to take Luka Magic.
I'm going to go with Luka Doncic.
LeBron, every year he's had the opportunity to make picks. He's picked Luka Doncic.
He is the league's leading scorer.
And understand, not only that, LeBron James wanted to start a shoe company. Just like MJ did with Nike.
Pick,
LeBron wanted to do
I'm going to take
with
Luka
Nike
Doncic.
as well.
With my third pick,
and start his
I'm going to go with Luka Magic
MJ has the MJ
from the Dallas Mavericks. With my first pick in my second round, I'm going to take Luka Magic.
I'm going to go with Luka Doncic.
He is the league's leading scorer.
So they stand at 29 and 19. That's with Anthony Davis and without Anthony Davis. Surprisingly,
Wilt
the
Chamberlain,
Lakers are looking good. Probably
Bob
the best
Cousy.
I've seen the Lakers look since 2020.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Dr. J, the guy that was talking before,
I
yeah.
want to bring something to the attention. A lot of people are overlooking. Now, these things have changed because they've played and a couple games have already been played. But at this point in time, on the right is the Lakers. On the left is the Dallas Mavericks. Now, if you look at the offensive rating and defensive rating for both these teams, Dallas overall, offensively and defensively, when you want to look at ratings and stats and be a stat nerd, you would think on paper, why aren't they performing better? One team has LeBron, one team doesn't. That's why. On the flip side, you look at the Lakers, 11th in the league offensively, 20th. The last time I saw that, they was 19th in the league. So they dropped one spot right now. So you guys can see it for yourself. 114 offensively, 114 defensively. They have a better overall record. The anomaly or the common denominator in this whole thing is LeBron James. Now, with Anthony Davis, you would think that the Lakers would have a better defensive rating, right? If you guys have been watching the Lakers throughout the season, the Lakers and their play style defensively was shaky. These last two games, I'm seeing a different squad defensively. Now, if you look at the defensive rating, you would think they would go up or elevate a couple of games. But defensive rating, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say is points per game. So they give a total of 114 points per game. I'm thinking that's what defensive rating is. It's not actually grading them defensively as a team, because I know that's a lot better. But that's just to give you an idea, a side-by-side comparison of the Mavericks right now and the Lakers. At this point in time, when I screenshotted this, the last game we saw the Mavs play, you guys saw it. Historic, how they got blown out. So, moving back to point C, the new look Lakers. They're not done yet.
Bob Cousy.
They still got a couple of trades that they can make. They got Rui Hachimura.
Dr. J, the guy that was talking before.
That
was my first All-Star game back in 68, I think.
And then they got Austin Reeves. They can all trade.
That was me, Allen Iverson, Vince Carter, Kobe, Shaq,
Nikola Vucevic,
Timmy D, KG, all those guys, like all of them. Grant Hill.
You got out there that could actually do.
Yeah, it was a hell of a group.
What's the center that played for New Orleans last year?
And my first one was in Denver.
Jonas Valanciunas. And these are some of the names. Now, do they fit Luka and LeBron's play style? You would rather a rim runner or at least a center or a power forward, a stretch. If it's not a rim runner, like a JaVale McGee or Dwight Howard, that fits LeBron's play style when he wants to run the pick and roll, or when he wants to, act like he's Steph Curry and shoot and get need somebody to get the offensive rebound for him. They have these options, man. They have a lot of options. They have a lot of areas where they can go. They got Robert Williams as well that they can look at. I mean, he's injury prone, so you probably want to stay away from him. But the Lakers, they have a little bit of wiggle room. Heck, they could even try to trade for Kevin Durant if they wanted to. Because why would the Suns say no to Rui Hachimura, Dalton Knecht, as well as Austin Reeves? Why would you say no to those three players and surround them around Devin Booker? Now you got a core group of guys that you can build around, and all you need is a solid veteran and a couple bigs. Now, Ben Simmons is out there as well. Now, you guys are probably saying Ben Simmons, LeBron James, and Luka. It wouldn't make sense. But I'll put Ben Simmons at the power forward spot and just have him, and just pray that he can shoot the three. You got Nikola Vucevic. Who else you got out there? It's some players out there. You got Miles Turner who they can trade. Trust me, Indiana is not going to say no to Rui Hachimura or any of those young guys that I just said. Plus a couple of, draft picks. They're not saying no to that. They can even trade for Cam Johnson, Brandon Ingram. It's a lot of players out there. Heck, they could probably try to redo the ordeal with LeBron and Paul George. Even though you guys remember Paul George fleeced
Will Chamberlain.
I mean, it is
Bob Cousy.
Would you want to try that again? Try it
again. Dr. J, the guy that was talking before,
Jimmy
that was my
Butler
first All-Star game back in 68, I think.
So Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, and Dalton
it was me,
because mind
Allen
you, the
Iverson,
Lakers
Vince
could
Carter,
overpay.
Kobe, Shaq,
they still have Luka.
Timmy D, KG, all those guys,
overpay
like all of them.
And you send all those young
Grant
players
Hill.
out, Why not go for another championship? Why not? You got Luka and LeBron.
Yeah.
You bring in Jimmy Butler. You bring in Paul George. You bring in Kevin Durant. Heck, call up the Golden State Warriors and see if they want to trade. See if they want to ask Steph, do he want to play with the Los Angeles Lakers? I'm pretty sure Steph would say no. Okay, he probably would.
Bob Cousy.
So you look at the landscape of the Los Angeles Lakers right now. They have.
Zubac's tapped the ball 3 times. That's a violation. That's why the Lakers got the ball off the tip.
It was me.
I wanted to see. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to bring up some. Here we go. There we go. We're going to get back to that. But
Zubac's tapped the ball 3 times. That's a violation. That's why the Lakers got the ball off the tip.
Clippers open up with Kawhi and Derek Jones. Zubac's foul.
His first 5-on-5 since Christmas when he suffered his 4th injury to his left calf over his last 4 seasons. I can confirm, as long as that goes well tomorrow, that last week. But the priority here now, guys, is his health and making sure he doesn't have a reoccurrence of that injury.
Austin Reeves buries a 3. Thank you, Jared.
With LeBron James and Luka Doncic, they're going to get great shots every time down the floor. Their defense is going to be the question.
LeBron James getting started here at Intuit Dome. Crowd still filing in. The wall is filling up. And Jackson Hayes, a high flyer, packs one down. Reeves with a couple of buckets early, including a 3. He's got a quick 5 points. Kawhi Leonard gets to the paint. Hayes knocked it out of his hands, forces a turnover. Reeves sprinting to the basket. Hachimura right there for him. Clippers kind of dominating this series over the last few years, especially in the Ty Lue era, with the Super Bowl pending.
With having Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, Dalton Knecht, they got trade pieces. They got 3 solid trade pieces. There's no question about Austin Reeves. There's no question about Dalton Knecht. Dalton Knecht is a rookie, so he has the ability to probably develop into a decent defender if he buys in on that side of the ball. The only reason why Dalton Knecht is not a solid rotational player right now to be a starter, as he started and showed some promise, is defensively. He needs to work on his defense. He's a rookie, but it is what it is. So you got them 3 solid pieces. You got Gabe Vincent, Shake Milton. All of these guys got baby-style contracts, tradable contracts. And then you look at the side of the Dallas Mavericks right now. In my opinion, I think the Lakers should have kept Max Christie. I would prefer him over Dalton Knecht. But it is what it is. So you got these solid trade pieces. Now, the only reason why I'm saying they should trade these young guys is because now they got Luka. Had they not traded for Luka and they just would have been put, I would have said at least trade at least 1 or 2 of those guys. That is Austin Reeves, Dalton Knecht, Rui Hachimura. Take your pick of which 2 or which one you want to trade. But now, the Lakers, where do they stand?
Zubac's tapped the ball 3 times. That's a violation. That's why the Lakers got the ball off the tip.
Clippers open up with Kawhi and Derek Jones. Zubac's foul.
His first 5-on-5 since Christmas when he suffered his 4th injury to his left calf over his last 4 seasons. I can confirm, as long as that goes well tomorrow, that last week. But the priority here now, guys, is his health and making sure he doesn't have a reoccurrence of that injury.
Austin Reeves buries a 3. Thank you, Jared.
With LeBron James and Luka Doncic, they're going to get great shots every time down the floor. Their defense is going to be the question.
LeBron James getting started here at Intuit Dome. Crowd still filing in. The wall is filling up. And Jackson Hayes, a high flyer, packs one down. Reeves with a couple of buckets early, including a 3. He's got a quick 5 points. Kawhi Leonard gets to the paint. Hayes knocked it out of his hands, forces a turnover. Reeves sprinting to the basket. Hachimura right there for him. Clippers kind of dominating this series over the last few years, especially in the Ty Lue era. With the Super Bowl pending, the Lakers have grabbed the headlines as Kawhi Leonard buries a 3.
got his shot blocked, stayed with it, got the ball out to Leonard.
Zubac ends up on LeBron James. And James, a little turnaround up and over.
Dollars, bro. So you're going to spend $300 million on a player that doesn't buy in defensively? That would be a travesty to do. So I understand where the Dallas Mavericks are coming from. I get it. And hey, a lot of people, Dallas fans right now, they just overlook the fact that Luka is bad defensively, so bad that one of the reasons why he cost you a championship. One of the reasons why Luka cost you a championship is because defensively, he's just not built for it. And with that being said, it is what it is. The Lakers look good. They looking good right now. And they got trade pieces that they can still go after, some a big to bolster their roster. I mean, bolster their front court. Do what you gotta do, LA. I mean, it is what it is. They just need one center. They just actually, if they could get a third star, Jimmy Butler, Brandon Ingram. Who else is out there? That's a third star for the Los Angeles Lakers, a trade target. They actually need a wing, a 3-and-D wing. So Jimmy Butler should be first on their list. Now, Kevin Durant's name been floating out there. Shoot, I'll call up the Phoenix Suns. We just seen Luka get traded. Why not? Call up the Phoenix Suns and say, hey, we'll give you some first-round picks, Austin Reeves, Dalton Knecht, and Rui Hachimura. That's a solid a solid group of three players to build your future around. Because, I mean, you owe your fans this. Austin Reeves is showing you he's a starter. Now, is he like Chris Paul? Is he able to, can he play off of Devin Booker? Dang, if you have Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Austin Reeves, you would still have to trade Bradley Beal or do something with Bradley Beal. But if you move Kevin Durant, does that his role change? It's amazing. The Lakers still have enough room to play with right now. With the schedule looking favorable for them, like I said, I expect the Lakers to go 10-4 out of these 14 games. I only expect them to lose 4 games. What 4 games do I expect them to lose? Shoot, it's hard for me to say. I just feel like they can get 10 wins out of these 14 games, and they already started at 1-0 right now against the Clippers. I don't see them losing against the Golden State Warriors. The Indiana Pacers might be a tough one because they have a center. Utah might be a tough one because they have a group of bigs and they have a legit center. It might get tough. Charlotte is easy. Portland is easy. Denver is the only one that I'm worried about. That might be the first loss that I'm thinking about. The one I got marked on my calendar is Tuesday, February 25th. Luka Doncic hosts the Dallas Mavericks. Anthony Davis, Max Christie returns to Staples Arena. I know it's not called Staples Arena. I'm just calling it Staples Arena. Back to L.A. And then they play the Clippers back-to-back again at home, which is crazy. So I guess the other 2 times they played the Clippers. That's insane. They played the Clippers at home 2 straight times. That is crazy. Then they got New Orleans, easy win. The New York Knicks might be on the lookout for a vengeful game. So, with that being said, the Hot Take Sportscast. I should call it a sportscast, but right now I'm just going to keep it at podcast, the Hot Takes Podcast. My hot take for the day is Luka Doncic and LeBron James making it to the NBA Finals. That's their ceiling. Their floor is the Western Conference Finals. There's no play-in tournament. Because, look, they're 10 games over 500. They're 29 wins and 19 losses on the season. They've been hot without Anthony Davis in the lineup. LeBron James looks like prime LeBron. Even though this era of LeBron James, we're looking at a vintage LeBron. But that's kind of crazy to say because wouldn't vintage mean But vintage is old, right? So, yeah, I guess that's right. That's the right word. Vintage LeBron. So, hey, man. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. The first official episode of the Hot Takes Podcast. Rob on 85 South. Make sure you guys go to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff to be notified anytime I upload to the channel. Stick around, man. Join the team. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace out.